maybe stream or river. I don't think they do that anymore. We have a place called the Odu Olonwa in Odogbolu. I actually believe that it was an erosion that caused that, but I didn't know that they dug it. It was dug by the Awolowo's government, Awolowo's regime then, whereby all this rainwater from all these places, there is always a network of drainage that takes them out of the town. Today, once it rains in any way in Yoruba land, in most places in Nigeria today, once it rains like this, you will see everywhere water. And you ask yourself, do they not have drainages that takes this water out of the city, take the water out of the town, and take them somewhere? No. What they do now is just they will they wait for the rain. Then they blame the climate change. They blame the weather and all of the other things they want to blame. And people just, I don't know, gosh, man. Properties, lives are always being destroyed when a simple engineering technique that people before us 50 years ago, people will be in charge of this place 50 years ago, they had foresight, but those after them, they never built on those things. Everybody just want to quickly, and if you see the ridiculous amount of money these guys actually spend on what they call road constructions in Nigeria. A kilometer of road is being built for 500 million naira, 1 billion naira per kilometer, 2 billion naira per kilometer. But when you see the road, it's just graded space, quota, I've been waiting to call it bitumen, edu, charcoal, everything, and chalk. They just pour them on the road, and that's it. Road construction. There's no real construction in building roads in Nigeria. Then it will rain, it will wash some of them off, or the entire place is flooded. Everywhere is flooded. People's properties destroyed, including lives. Man, it's unfortunate, man. Just as this story of these young women. Here is another video of the Nigerian ladies in Mali prison. People were promised greener pasture somewhere. Most of them are promised that they will be going abroad to go and do domestic work. Okay. Number one, can I ask you something, please? Or can I beg you for something? If you are watching me from Nigeria, you, can you please have one-on-one with your sisters? If you have any sister, whether a senior sister or junior sister, can you please have one-on-one conversation with them that they should please stop asking people to take them to all these Islamic countries, Arab countries, to go and do domestic work. I have been seeing videos of Nigerians in Lebanon. You know that Israel is bombing Lebanon, looking for Hezbollah, looking for all this other terrorist group, and they are not just that too. The way this Hezbollah and all of them operate, they are always operating within civilian spaces. So that if any government, anybody want to come and fight them, civilians will be trapped in there too. Now that Israel is bombing some of these places in Lebanon, I know Lebanon is not Islamic country per se, but Hezbollah has made it look like one, right? Now they are bombing everywhere. And Nigerians, what's in Nigeria they do for Lebanon? What are you doing there? What are you doing in Syria? How can Nigeria say that they go Iraq, that they go Iran? They launch in Iran. Like, you're already in hell in Nigeria. When I want to go places where we say, number one, you are a black person. Number two, you do not really have any value as a black person in those places. But every now and then, You will still see them. They say they go, they do domestic work. Domestic work. Please talk to your sisters. Please. If they want to travel abroad, they should do it the right way. When I say the right way, at least do background check on these countries before you go and give them money, say you won't go there. Lebanon. Syria. Nigeria is like already like almost like Syria. You see one great visa. Some of them have now been abandoned by their supposed employer. They left them in Lebanon. They fled. Some of them have fled. Now Nigeria is now saying, Astagfirullah, 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 astagfirullah. Àbí kí ni gbogbo eléyìí? Nigeria is now saying that there is no Nigerian working in Lebanon, where we have seen videos. Now, when I saw the video of people in Mali, you don't promise to lọ in Mali. Talk to your sisters. Please. Even if all these things end now, in another 5 years, you go still see people. Where go see they find their way down there? Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, Yemen. Person they go Yemen. Libya. US from Nigeria. From frying pan to fire. What are you looking for? That some of them ended up in different. Don't tell me not to blame them, Jare. That's the problem. My ego don't blame them. It's because I'm still saying something that I will blame you. Yes, blame them. Why would you go to all these places? Because you won't leave Nigeria. Because I won't leave Nigeria. Nigeria is too hard. Nigeria is too hard. Syria, Iraq, Iran. Are you that kind of like gullible? This is not even like madness anymore. It's like people being so gullible that then when they get kind of trapped or get caught in all of this, they will begin to say, "Don't blame them. It's because I blame you. I will blame you." So I'm talking to you now. If you have this access to all this information, talk to your sisters. Please talk to them. I'm not saying people shouldn't travel. Yeah, travel. But please do your research well. Please. This is too much, man.
Nigeria.
Bamako prison, Bamako women prison, Bola farm, freedom. We need freedom.
I've been here for 2 years and how many months now? Now, prison, Bola farm, I beg for Mali, I beg government, I beg. Not gonna help us. We need freedom. I need freedom. I beg, oh God. 5 years. For 1 year now, they sick. No medicine, no treatment. Now 5 years, no judgment, no freedom.
No judgment, no food. I beg our brothers, no money. I no go about 2 years and I want to close it. And I come na court, nothing. I use God to beg on a man on a help on a people. We not feel that here. We say as all of us, we many for year, we many, some day 5 years, some way they just 10 years, then they here. I beg men and help, we need freedom. We need freedom.
Freedom that we need. My brothers and sisters, we need freedom. And they go here, people, three years and some more now. We need the help. When because well, I put in a house with boom, mama. We actually now our gaga, mama. When because our government not gonna do to our crime on our airport because the suffering is too much. The suffering is too much. 5 years no judgment. The one they judge 10 years, they put 10 years. The suffer too much. Our government, our brothers and on our airport are beg.
See me, I don't think I don't even know I don't get person
government, my family, I don't want to help us. I beg my sister and my brother, I beg going straight on cheap base. I beg Mona help me. I don't dey here for 4 years now, no help. My mommy nowhere, nobody know we are there. I beg Mona help us. Mona help us with the many I want to help my sister. I beg Mona help us.
Nigerian people with their beg for help. We dey Mali prison. We are many, we more than 60 for here, Nigerian women. We are more than 60 or 100. And they judge, we dey here, some dey here 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, no judgment. Hungry. Then those that maltreat us anyhow. Please, we need help. Nigerian people, anyhow you people can help us to help us for this prison, please. It suffer too much for our head. Please, I beg Nigeria, please, government.
So most of them will be promised domestic work. That they will give you, man, you will make a lot of money in Egypt. Let's go to Egypt. You know how much that they changed the Egypt money to Naira? If we take it to Libya, somebody said Libya is even better. And they talk something that it should be discouraging. Una still the comments say Egypt is better than another. I mean, Libya is better. Libabs. Maybe all of now we need to kind of help me. You see that when I was back at home, right? There is this thing that I had from my old man's documents. Account. You know what we call account in the Jebu? That is where we keep the record of all of the ingredient to make any voodoo. Here you get now. So accounts, if your papa or your grandpa didn't really have much to leave for you, even if your grandpa or your great grandpa get land, houses, cars, and an account, you can ignore the land, ignore the houses, ignore the money. If you grab the account, man, see foolishness. So now that's not foolishness. So when I was younger, I was kind of made believe that if you inherit your old man's account, your life is not going to remain the same. You don't need the land, you don't need the house, you don't need the money. So I inherited one account then. And the account is just the ingredients, okay? That when you buy this ojolobo, awole ewepa, ewo agbori, obi, oshe oyo, as well as ekoride upa, and then a few other things like that. So if you put them together and you put them inside the horn of a deer, like that, you have the corridor on top of it. And if you want to say anything to anyone and you want them to obey you, without challenging you, all you have to do is just every time you want to use it, you will remove that corridor, which is just a feather of that corridor. I don't know the name of the bird anyway. So it's just like a feather, okay? So you just take it out like that. Just make sure that that thing not touch your teeth, or else you will lose all your teeth. It was that powerful. Asheni, it's like whatever I tell you, you are going to do. So then you say what you have to say, and then you just take out the feather. The feather is on top of it like this, so you take it out. So at the bottom of the feather is the remnants of the soap, right? Just like that. Make sure that your tongue does not touch your teeth, or else at this front teeth you can go first loose. So the way we get to know people who are very, very wicked in Ijebu is that they will lose all their teeth. Yeah. All these front teeth, they will lose them. So that was why I never really get to use them a lot. Well, what I'm saying is that I wish I have that now. So I can say, avoid Libya, avoid this and that. You say, yes, Mayegun, yes, I will avoid. I'm talking to you. You are telling me Libya is better. How can Libya be better? We are saying, do not go to these places where most of them are just human traffickers. They tell you that you are going somewhere to go and do what? Domestic worker. Then you get there, they turn you to prostitution. They are selling our women, they are selling our girls into prostitution. They'll take them there and say, hey, you're not going anywhere again, no. You get that now? You're not going anywhere again. You hold your madam. You are now holding your madam. $25,000. Say, $25,000. No, you have to sleep with 100 women, 100 men every day until you make that money. That's when you are going to get your freedom. They are doing that. And some of them have been raided by different police of these countries, and they ended up in jail. Some of them have been used as drug mules. These are people who can promise domestic worker from Nigeria. Domestic work. Let's go. I will take you there. To go and become a domestic worker. There is no domestic work anywhere. You are just going to go in there, pretentiously doing a domestic work, but you're also going to be serving your master, sleeping with him. And if the wife gets to know about here now, I'm talking about not, please discourage your girls, discourage our young women from going to these places. It is heartbreaking when you see what they have subjected them to. Somebody is telling me that Libya is better. Libya that has no government. Libya that if you escape from one slave master and you run away like this, so another slave master could grab, another person will grab you, resell you off as a slave, sex slave. And those ones who ended up in jail, they are probably the lucky ones. There are many of them that have been killed in the process. Discourage them. That's what I'm trying to say. Please. And if you are watching me from Nigeria, you can travel to any country you want, but please do it right. Please. It is inhumane what they are doing to people. Once you cross out of that Nigeria, and then you go no say Nigeria bad though. Here you get. But there are worse places that you don't want to be, and you do not want them to happen to you. Please, I don't know if I can probably kneel down, beg you. So yeah, please switch your. Talk to your girls. Tell them not to kind of, if you are looking for greener pasture anywhere, can you please avoid all this Arabic country, the Arabian countries, or these Islamic countries, so to say. They have nothing to do with Islam or this or that. No. It is just that the way they treat the black people there, it is totally unsavory. And a lot of people who ended up upset. Some said that people go there to do prostitution. Majority of those ladies that you see in those places doing prostitution, they did not leave Nigeria to go and do prostitution. No. Nobody. They didn't tell them from Nigeria that we are taking you to Dubai to go and do prostitution. No. We are taking you to Saudi Arabia for prostitution. No. Domestic work is what they are promising them. You will take care of the children. You will take care of the family. You know, Arabs don't like to do much, so they will pay you well. That is what they tell them from Nigeria. Until they get there. And the story will change. And then they would have collected your passport. You can't run away. No, you can't. That's when you realize that you have actually jumped into an international human trafficking ring. A multi-billion dollars illegal business. And Nigerians who are trafficking people from Nigeria, they know how to target the vulnerable people. People that they know are suffering, going through this or that, or those who are really desperate, who just want to travel outside Nigeria. They have no idea what they are being sold into until they cross and they get to those destinations, and then boom, they can't run away anymore. They can't escape anymore. Only few have the grace of coming back to tell their stories. Please, if you have to travel out of Nigeria, do it right. Get a reason why you want to travel to somewhere. Do the background check. Read. Research. If anybody walks to your village and they say that they want to take your daughter away somewhere, please don't say because you are suffering. and she's going there to go and bring prosperity to your family, you may never see your daughter again. You may never see her again. Or if you see her again, she may never be the same again. She may never be the same girl, that your beautiful, that your lovely girl anymore. Some of you are here watching me right now, whether you're watching me on Facebook or you are joining us on YouTube. Yes, you may think you are going through a lot in Nigeria as we speak, okay? Don't let them traffic your girl, please. I don't know, I could go on and on and on this, honestly. Could go on and on and on. I don't know how to kind of explain it, but I hope I'm able to possibly save one person or two. You that is watching this, please do the same. On this platform, we have those who are here. When we condemn drug dealers, they will condemn drug dealers with us. Meanwhile, they are drug dealers. You see, on this platform, when we condemn corrupt people, they also join us to condemn them. Meanwhile, they are corrupt people themselves. When you say, oh, we condemn the human traffickers, trafficking humans is not good. They are here. They are human traffickers themselves. They are joining us to condemn. Trafficking people is so prevalent in Nigeria that even human trafficker, they traffic their own siblings. That one shocked me. They know where they can traffic you to. They can traffic you to Ghana. They can traffic you to Togo. They can traffic you to Benin Republic. Especially girls. Everywhere you go to, that is not what they promised them in Nigeria. That is not what they promised them in Nigeria. They usually promise them domestic work, or they will find them job. Do you want to work in Dubai? Do you want to work in UAE? Do you want to work in Yemen? Do you want to work in Saudi Arabia? I say, Saudi Arabia is a holy land. Holy land. Go there and you see some of our people there prostituting. That's not what they promised them in Nigeria. The cheapest what they promise people in Nigeria is domestic work, especially girls. Domestic work. There is no domestic work anywhere. If you want to do domestic work in Nigeria. People, they traffic their own fellow brothers and fellow sisters. How can you traffic your own sibling? Person when they sell in home mama pikin. We sell anybody's pikin. That is why the social media is meant to enlighten us. Enlighten us, please. Let's kind of stay enlightened. And you, the wicked people, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. But the most I can say to you is that please just stop. Stop. Money. Is that not why most of you do what you're doing? Money. Please stop. Hey, Joe. Anyway, I am thinking of taking calls, okay? So I'm actually going to take calls. So I'm going to try and see if the line is going to be pretty much open for us to react to this. I want to hear from people from Rivers. I've started seeing all their results announced. I told you they will announce results. So I already started seeing the videos of their results. I'm going to keep most of that for later this night, for us. But I would take calls this afternoon. But first, I'm going to take a break. So I will be back in a minute or two. If you have anything to add to this, use that number on the screen, please. Thank you very much. To those of us still here watching, remember that you can like this broadcast if you haven't already, okay? And another set is I am going to say a very big thank you to everyone who has been chipping in into my Buy Me a Coffee campaign. I appreciate every one of you. So I'm going to share the link again. And you can still pretty much support this channel via that link. So I have a first caller. Hello there.
Hello, my good general. Good morning to you. This is the African Wahala.
God bless you. Good morning to you, sir. Prince Adewale, the African Wahala. Please.
Yes, my dear brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for